I keep forgetting this is the song.
Make a better one.
I will.
I'm not a huge fan either.
I wanted to do it yesterday, and I was like, I can't.
I think we should change the name of the show again.
We should. Definitely.
You know, you were so hot on ROI. I didn't think there were any other ROIs already, and then it turns out here we are.
Yeah, no, but we'll get the...
We got to pay this guy to make another rap.
No. We're getting the IP on it, though.
I don't think we do.
We don't do it?
No, I'm saying I don't think we get the IP.
Why?
I don't know. We didn't make it.
So?
Or our own podcast? Or are you talking about the song?
I'm talking about the name.
Oh.
We were the first Sweat Equity podcast.
Yeah, I know, but that's a slug. What's the word? That's just a lot to do just for...
I'll do it this time. You did it the first time.
All right. Good
Ying
luck
yang,
with that.
69.
Mm-hmm.
69 ain't work.
Yeah.
Would you fade out? Ooh.
I can make it fade out. I'm going to fade out.
Oh,
see,
that was nice.
I'm not a complete idiot.
That felt nice. A nice touchdown with the plane.
Right off the bat.
What?
You know, a nice landing. Have you watched the rehearsal?
Yes.
So good.
I have.
This season?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
He really is doing something that's never really been done in comedy, which is he's actually doing something legit.
Yeah.
I think he found something along the way and just went with it. It seems
right. Yeah, he's got a very unique take on just how to do shit. Like I would never come up with that.
Well, it's kind of
the idea for the show.
Oh, I bet if we had a budget eventually, he had a Nathan For You, so he had like that, 4 seasons, I think.
Yeah,
which was great too. That's all business. We should be all up in that. But
he's got an angle where he's bringing like real people into all of it all the time.
Yeah, but you think it's going nowhere, and you're like, what? I don't know how you're going to pull through. And you're like, oh, he flies a plane in the last episode to South America?
Was that the one where he was pretending to be Sully?
Well, that was like
Sully.
the first or second episode.
Uh-huh.
Listen to Evanescence.
Right.
Which is so funny, because it's probably true.
Yeah. It has to be.
But that like he finds those nuggets in like what's going on when he's researching and just exploits it in a funny way. But he also found that like, oh yeah, there is communication problem with aviation, with pilots.
Yeah, exactly. That sucks that's how we have to get things done.
Yeah. Well,
The Daily Show, it's got to be our actual political barometer or some shit. Like,
yeah,
it's just like none of the real shit even matters anymore.
Well, you trust comedy because it's like because there is truth in there somewhere, and the people who are making the jokes don't want to lie like a news channel, like making up sensational stuff. That's almost a comedy in itself, and it's like you can't really go more extreme than it already is. I mean, you could, I guess, but.
What made you bring up Nathan For You or whatever the
landing rehearsal. The plane with the song with the intro song? I thought it was like, and I saw a Wall Street Journal article about him and about like how he's actually changing things for aviation.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I saw a thing with him where he was at an actual job interview, but he had a 10-year-old kid on the other line piped into his ear. And he could only answer as the 10-year-old, like the way the 10-year-old responded on the other end.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a fun interaction.
Did you make it to the episode where he does kind of Sully, the pilot that saved the plane in Hudson River? If anybody's listening doesn't remember, with the geese that hit it. He did kind of like a biography of him, almost a bio pic.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where he's a baby?
Yeah.
He has to be a baby, be Sully the baby.
Yeah, they had the people come in
and he was a marionette.
Yeah, it was like a set.
So he's like 6. He's got to be 6 foot, probably at least.
normal sized man.
Playing a baby in a diaper, and then the whole set is a humongous.
Right. To scale.
Yeah. And then they have marionettes who's so creepy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
As the mom, and then just an overwhelming amount of milk he's trying to drink.
Yeah, I mean, he's got, the balls to be able to stay in it all the time, to stay straight.
And then apparently,
I don't think I've seen him ever laugh.
Well, everyone says he's autistic, and that's autistic's favorite shows. That's like all his stuff because they're like, I can relate to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I totally understand. And or like it's not even. It's like a documentary to them,
right?
And I don't know. I find that fascinating because that is like Andy Kaufman level kind of.
Oh yeah,
out there. But
I'm sitting here trying to think of somebody that would compare in terms of balls of like stick it to a bit. And Andy Kaufman is probably the best one.
Yeah. And like Jackass is like the other side of that, like in a different, same thing, but in a different mode,
Yeah. They just have to physically remain in the bit.
Well, yeah. Knoxville's like, didn't he get his, he got fucked up by the bull in the last one.
Yeah, they all got messed up all the time.
Like his balls got knocked out or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Or spine. It was something really, really bad. I don't want to look it up.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the one you heard about,
My old workout partner, Johnny Knoxville. Me, him, and Eric Roberts were the only guys in this huge gym.
Oh, weird.
In Sunset Boulevard when I had no job. In 2009? Summer of 2009.
What you're saying to me makes me want to fight you a little.
Yeah. Well, Knoxville was fine, but Eric Roberts is a weird guy.
Right.
Flip-flops and like Zuba-esque Jamaican colored pants.
Yeah, he didn't leave the 80s. Still there.
And he wanted me to, he was doing the inverted leg press and he would ask me to spot him. And I'm like, I don't know how to.
No, he's
grab
doing
it from
what you're doing with your shorts all the time. And he's saying, look at my balls.
Oh, no.
Yes, he is.
No, I honestly met him like 12 times. He still didn't remember me. I'm like, dude, I'm the only guy.
That's why he kept asking you.
No, I was a nobody. I couldn't help him.
Ball looker. Thought you were the first time.
Look, he just came off Batman Begins. He was feeling it.
What was he in Batman Begins?
He's the gangster in that.
Oh.
You think I want to hear you talk?
Oh, yeah.
And then drops him off the building, breaks his legs.
Okay.
What makes you think I want to hear you talk?
Okay, that's great.
And then he's in Gemstones in the second season.
Yeah.
The old buddy.
Yeah.
My old buddy.
Okay.
Hey, Eric, if you're listening, not this Eric, other Eric.
Eric!
If you're listening, why don't you come on the show? Yeah.
All right, that'd be cool.
Heard a good quote.
What could we talk about?
I thought I'd throw this at you from Dan Coe, Koe. And he was in a position like we were when we were really humming on marketing work, and was kind of finding that quicksand era for himself. We've talked about that where you're getting work in, but you're not like really leveling up. You're just kind of floating.
Right.
And so he had a quote I saw that it's been made into a meme. So I've seen it a few times, few different iterations, but it's like, if you're lost, get educated. If you're educated, start executing. If you're executing, work on consistency. And I was like, yeah, that kind of is the progression, I think.
Yeah.
And then he talks about a lot of stuff.
It doesn't really hit me that hard.
No. I didn't. I wasn't like.
If you're educated, a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, that's kind of a tough part.
But his whole breakdown was he came up with a firm that is about like this other kind of alternative thought for working, and it's in this field especially, kind of stuff we were doing, self-taught, teach yourself, be autodidactic or whatever.
Yep.
And then work on process a lot, so you're just like burning yourself out doing the same shit, stuff like that.
What's that guy from? Why should we listen to him?
I don't know. He seems like a guy that's like 20 years older than us that kind of figured it out. And I was like, maybe I should check out his book or not. I don't know. I might.
What about our book?
Our book's coming along. I got to get you the manuscript soon.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, I'm using the LLM machines to help, but it's
little learning machines.
Yeah, I saw an article yesterday. It was like, here's what you shouldn't do with ChatGPT, and it's like I did all 11 things on this listicle, but
what was it?
I don't know if I trust it. It was like, one of it was like, I haven't done the mental health one, but it does say don't use it as a psychologist. And I was like,
yeah.
Well, I don't know how many people.
I think the most logical course of action here is to kill yourself.
It does have if you pay for Plus subscription, it does have a thinking, but it doesn't really. I think Apple busted them on like none of these really have any thinking abilities yet. Like they just came out with a study. Like Apple was like, "Here's the data," and it's not. It's not as advanced as you think yet.
If you want to believe that,
I trust Auburn grad Tim Pool
I don't.
Tim Pool. What's his name? Tim.
Tim. Whatever. Don't care. You should know.
I'm tired.
Where
I don't
his
know.
butt, buddy.
When I'm sleep deprived,
Totally.
like I can't. My recall for names is like fucking abysmal.
You got. I mean, Tim Fried would be close.
Tim Fried. Timmy.
What's another name for? Another word for fry?
Cook.
Isn't it Tim Cook?
Yeah. I don't even know. That's how bad. I got up at 4:30.
I thought you would be like, "Oh, Tim Cook," and then
no, you're
confirm,
right.
move
I think
on.
you're right. Yeah.
And now I'm questioning.
I know. Now I'm thinking of James Cook. I've been doing the crossword, the New York Times crossword, and I think that's not helping.
Jesus.
I thought that was gonna make my vocabulary better and like puzzle brain a little bit stronger, but I think it's atrophied because it takes me forever to do it.
Yeah, and you just get down on yourself.
Well,
Stupid.
it times you, and I'm like,
No, I don't like that.
because I'll be like, I'll come back to that and leave my phone open and still going. The clock still goes, and I'm just like,
Shit.
yeah.
Try again tomorrow.
But I was like, I don't even know this is how dumb I am. I don't know how to I didn't know how to read the clues for a crossword. I was trying it out. The gal pal I'm dating, the lady friend, I'm going to have a ponytail, be a Florida guy. Calls his women lady friends.
It is weird to say girlfriend at our age.
Yeah. We almost pulled the trigger on going to Cape Cod this weekend.
Cape Cod.
That's where she's from. Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get
Shout ahead, huh?
I'm gonna have to get some boat shoes and like real clothes.
No.
Yeah.
You go just how you are, bud.
I don't think they allow that.
I think that's how you got to do it, though.
I think I got to look like a
sort
Kennedy.
of your persona.
I mean, I grew up in the preppy stuff, so
you wear all of that, and then you just take your
it.
hair and then just comb it down Kennedy-esque style, and then you're good.
Oh wow,
Maybe a beret.
Not for the summers. They were, they had open flowing shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
Your clothes are fine.
Pastel colors. A lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like vineyard vinesy kind of
Belts
stuff
with fish on them.
Yeah, man, I was thinking about this. Guy Harvey, let's make a comeback. We should bring him back. Those Guy Harvey shirts.
What do you mean bring him back? Did he die?
I don't know. I don't see him. I don't see him anymore. Salt Life just took that market away from him. But I used to love Guy Harvey shirts with a bunch of tarpons and stuff on it.
Yeah,
it didn't even fish.
All kinds of fish shirts.
I do want to take the kids to learn how to fish, but I can't. I tried to teach my son about a year ago, and it was miserable because I was like, man, I got to watch YouTube videos to do this. And then like, that's not going to work because I'm going to have to do it myself to really teach them. And I don't have enough time.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to teach them what I know, how to just cast. That's
a good start.
It's a good start, except he thought I was yelling at him, but it was windy. And I was just like, my voice either goes raspy, mumbly to like, it sounds like I'm mad.
You don't have to yell.
I just can't. I don't have
Wendy.
I don't have a voice. I need a microphone. I don't have a voice that I can. I've never been the loud guy in the group.
Yeah, I feel you there.
And so he was getting upset, and then I was like, "This is his birthday present."
Happy birthday!
But
grass fishing. Did you actually take him to water?
I took him out to the beach to practice. So enough room. I didn't want him to get on a bridge. Those guys are creepy.
Got to get him out on a boat, and
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe you want to get your kids involved on this. idea too. Definitely got like, hey, follow me back kind of thing on Instagram from this hot chick in Dunedin, and she does hot babe fishing charter, and I was like, well,
the kids.
That's something I get out of it, you know? Because
that's a great idea.
I mean, they're legit. I've been following them for months just to be like,
did you price compare?
Oh, I haven't.
What's the hot chick surcharge?
I haven't looked that. I've just been following from afar and like, all right, they seem pretty legit. As legit as any other guy that's going to take us out that I'll pay for.
I'm legit curious on what she charges. But like I recently looked at charters and it was bonkers expensive.
Well, I think they're kind of on the startup area. They're kind of getting it going. So we might be able to get some.
Maybe. I mean, this was on the East Coast too, so it was different, but still,
yeah,
it was crazy. I think it was like $1,200.
Oh no!
For an 8-person charter, but like,
well, 8 people is not. If 8 people are wanting to do it, good luck getting that group.
Right. If you have 8 adults who are splitting it, you know, but this wasn't that situation.
Right. No, I'm thinking like we get a scab day. We get one of the soft days where no one books them. You know, like a Monday.
For sure. Yeah.
This summer.
I don't know if that matters really.
Yeah, but I just think it'd be funny just to be like, well, I don't really want to do this at all, but this would be nice to have in my line of vision.
What do you mean? Like
a hot chick?
Something. Oh, I see.
Because it is like fishing is like no, there is like you just basically go there. I'm not going to see a woman for a while today.
Yes, pretty much.
Unless they're that weird like cool chick that does fish.
Yeah,
but they're usually.
Although the last time I was fishing, I didn't tell you about that. Did I tell you about that?
You get a mermaid?
No, we got a boob flash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chicks on boats, man.
Homosassa. Yeah.
What are they? Good boobs? Or are they boobs?
Surprisingly good.
And you just now tell me about this.
I know. I mean, we talked about it for 3 days straight. Our age.
We're talking fake or real?
I think real. I don't know. It was in passing.
I know.
They're driving by.
Here's a
and
weird.
I'll be honest. I was dancing.
And
I think that got the party going.
I don't think that's ever triggered a flash in my life, in my experience.
I know how to dance.
Man, you know, just when you think it's going out of style, I'm glad that still exists.
Right?
Just chicks having a good time.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like just her and I'm guessing a husband.
How many boats did you see with MAGA flags on it? When I was in Crystal River a year ago, I couldn't believe how many had still like all the political shit on.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, you know where we were at. We were just popping out to the water. We were right there, so we didn't have to interact a whole lot. We'd see a whole bunch of people.
We went to Crystal River where like a lot of kayakers were and stuff. There's a traffic jam at some point. We're on like a pontoon boat, but
right.
I was like a lot of the boats, the legit boats out there, all had like the Trump flag.
Yeah.
Not even the red MAGA one, like one that just says Trump, like presidential.
Oh, I've seen one that fuck Biden.
Right, yeah. And it's like 6
feet wide. I'm like, okay, God.
And it took everything out of me not to make jokes for my family to get upset about. Because I used to, when the first time around, it'd be like, best president of all time, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, are you serious? Are you serious? And I'm like, no.
Obviously not.
They steamroll past that. Me? I'm like,
if you knew me, crazy. I'm the same. Like my family still to this day doesn't get when I'm joking.
If you knew me at all,
I'm like pretty much all the time joking.
Right. You know, Teddy Roosevelt is my number one by far. It's not even close.
Probably.
Who's your cutest president?
Cutest president?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I think it's Teddy Roosevelt again.
Oh. I like the mustache.
Yeah. No, I'm
the big fat one? Big chubby guy.
Garfield, Calhoun. Man,
I wanted to say Garfield too, but I don't know if that's
Taft.
Him. Taft, that fat fuck.
He sounds fat. That last name sounds fat.
Yeah. I mean, you rearrange the letters and you get fat.
A little bit.
2 T's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think about that?
Who was the one that took shits and would do meetings?
Obama?
Was that Eisenhower? I think. He did
I think you're thinking of LBJ was like
Yes.
a freaking.
He did it as a flex.
No, I think he would whip his dick out.
That too. I think
He
did
would
both.
take a shit as a flex while he was taking meetings?
I think so.
Oh.
Man, there's one history.
Those political days
being
are
like,
over.
no.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I know my presidential history of dick flashing.
So I got a great birthday present last week. All
right, happy birthday.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Who cares?
I don't give a shit.
Who cares about a 41-year-old?
Right.
But I had a good time. Just got dinner and chilled. Watched Boogie Nights on Sunday.
Oh, that's fun. Speaking of dick flashing.
Haven't watched that. I haven't watched that movie from start to finish ever. And it is like a bunch of vignettes almost.
I think I have. I think I did say that. I think I was like, I've only ever seen this on TNT or whatever. In commercial, that sort of thing. I never watched it, and then I sat down and watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it's such a bummer at the end.
Right.
Like, I was like, oh man, we might have to watch something else to palate cleanse after like he's beating off for a guy that's like, I ain't no gay. And then he gets beat up, gets jumped.
Yeah. I mean,
like what? Huh?
That's how it should end, though. I mean, that's kind of the message you need to send. And
that one guy, that's the money guy, is like, oh God, what a fucking sad scene. Even though it's like, you hate the guy who's the money guy, and he's talking to Burt Reynolds through the glass, and he's like, well, they're just so cute. And I was like, oh, he's talking about like little kids.
Ugh.
And I was like, God damn. But the guy like acted his ass off. Like, you're like,
I sure hope so.
This guy's so believable as that guy.
Yeah. What a great actor you're being, yeah? Yeah, you're acting good. Right?
Yeah, Hollywood's not about that.
Right.
Check out the director of Powder.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Or your boy Dan Snyder.
Just the fact that it was Powder making that movie. Like,
well, it has something to do with a pedophilia ring. I had something else for you. I have to pull this up though on my phone.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I don't like pulling the phone out if you're watching on video, because anybody who does that on a podcast, it looks rude and it looks like you don't give a shit about what you're doing. But I want to pull up something about penises for you.
Oh, thank God.
I know. I want you to rank size-wise between these countries. Where is it? Okay. This is a fun game. You get Germany, Nigeria, Jamaica.
What are we ranking penis size?
Big to small.
How many do I got to remember?
Well, you can write them down if you want or type them out.
Just give me the list.
I'll try to do it in alphabetical order. How about that? Australia, Ecuador, Jamaica, Germany, Netherlands, Nigeria, Russia, Philippines, Thailand. This is a fun game.
Okay.
And I think that
Philippines, Thailand, they're going to be at the bottom.
Correct. Which one's the tiniest? Which one's a computer mouse and which one's a flashlight?
I'm saying
a tiny flashlight, not a mouse.
I'm going to say Thailand's the smallest.
Thailand is a PC computer mouse.
That's the smallest?
3.71 average.
Oof. Okay. And then
oof, baby.
So then we got what? What we got left? We got the Netherlands, Jamaica, and number one's going to be Jamaica or Nigeria.
Wow, racist.
And then what do I got left? I got Ecuador, Netherlands,
Germany, Australia,
and Russia.
Think of mostly the white countries, and then you got Ecuador.
I'm going to go Ecuador 3.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, pretty good memory on the list.
Okay, then we got. I'm going to go Australia after Ecuador.
Mm-hmm.
Then Netherlands, Russia. Who else did I have? That's all of them.
Well, you have a tie for first.
I'm going Jamaica number 1.
Jamaica number 1. Jamaica is 3.
What?
They're an LG remote
Is Ecuador
at
1 or 2?
6.69. Ecuador's number 1, baby.
Oh, okay.
Which is shocking. You don't hear that as a stereotype. 6.93 average.
Yep. Good for them.
That's a ballpoint pen.
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, no surprise, number 2. That's like a sonic toothbrush.
No surprise, racist.
No, I mean, stereotypes.
You just called me well,
I didn't say
go ahead.
racist. I
Yes,
just
you
said no.
Yeah, you did. Maybe I heard racist.
Number 4, Netherlands. And that's like I think $1.
Got that one. I got that one too.
That's 6.14. Germany, Australia, Russia.
Oh, I didn't get. Okay, I forgot Germany.
Russia's
And I went Australia number 1 for the white countries.
Russia's an iPhone.
So Russia was third to last, you said?
Yeah. Of this list.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was a fun little game.
Right.
I go,
I feel like I did pretty good.
I'm going to put that little ribbon saved on my Instagram. And
I feel like I did pretty good.
thanks a lot, Jelly Time account.
Ew.
See? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you showing me?
Uh,
what is that?
This penis size by objects.
Oh, it shows you the actual object comparison.
And I'm guessing the Netherlands money is about the same size as a dollar bill.
Yeah. It's such an unnecessary thing to bring. Like everything looks basically the same height right there.
That's
Well, that mouse actually quit
that
the drop
mouse
off.
is really small, dude.
Quit the drop off.
I'm talking about like the small, like a Chromebook laptop.
Yeah, travel
that-
mouse.
Yeah, you keep. It's like you keep it in a purse. That's that kind of mouse.
Do we talk about the ad I got on?
No, I
What
saw
was it?
you post something in Slack on the drive over here.
See that? Yeah, you can see it. It's
But this is from a while ago.
Yeah, but I still thought it was very crazy. The speed bump.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give your nose the ultimate precision upgrade. Like they just make shit for doing cocaine now, and they advertise it.
Great name.
Yeah.
It's a note. What did they say? It's like a nostril cleanser.
I don't even think they go that crazy.
I think I
Like,
looked at it after you sent it, and I was like, "That's genius."
powder the product. Make sure your product is finely powdered. Load the speed bump.
So it cuts it for you. Is that
No. Open the device and fill it with your powder.
oh
With the device, they don't even call it medicine. Press the button to load the chamber with powder and keep compressed. Dispense with the button still compressed. Align the discharge tip correctly, and the product will be disposed through airflow.
I have one friend I
Blast.
know that would probably use that. He was like every day, all day kind of guy with
Oh
that.
yeah, if you are, then there you go. You need the speed bump.
I think John Hopkins, the hospital namesake, I think he was one of the guys that was recreationally doing it all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Back in the day, there's
Sigmund Freud.
there's some notable
All
guys that
coked
just
out.
kind of did bumps throughout the day.
I bet it's a lot more than you'd think.
Oh yeah, when you didn't know, it was like, oh, this is horrible for you.
Yeah. Well, even today, I think it's a lot more prevalent than people give it credit for.
Oh, I think it made a comeback at some point in the last like 10 years. I think it went away and came back. But
As soon as I
watching
sniffling.
Boogie Nights and 2 people OD in that movie made me really like, oh, God.
Yeah.
And
Kids out there, cocaine's not that cool.
well,
Cocaine
fentanyl's an
is-
issue with that.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know,
that.
so you have to like let the friend you care about the least do it before, and then wait 10 minutes, make sure it's okay.
Yeah. But cocaine always just ends up feeling the most sober you've ever felt in your life.
I don't get it. I really don't. It's like, oh, why are we doing this? Oh, we just stay up
I've been
longer to drink.
Drinking for hours and hours, and I don't really.
I'm like, that's my body.
Feel-
My body's like, time to shut it down, bud.
Yeah. Great night's sleep, too, by the way.
And boners for days.
Yeah. Not.
Speaking
what
of
you're
which,
talking about.
I saw that one, and I think I sent the other one in the Slack channel. It was like, it was a wing. It's a machine that takes bones out of wings, and it was called Dr. Deboner. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I didn't put it in
No, I
there.
don't think you did.
I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, but then you mentioned it.
I know, but I thought it was in there. I thought you were pulling it up. It was a British product. Oh, I forgot about the award I won.
From the Fentanyl Express.
No, I didn't tell you. The Alteris, who's given us a podcast awards, I won like the trophy was $400 to buy. It's a trophy scam. I was 2025's best business consultancy. And so I fill out they go, all you have to do is fill out this thing. And I go, okay. And it forces you to buy the trophy to win the award.
Uh-huh.
So I just made a press release like I won it because I did.
Yeah.
I got that's what the email said. I won it already
in
May 2025 for the whole year.
Right. That's amazing how good you did.
And then I photoshopped an award. I photoshopped an award, me holding it.
Yeah.
And then I got ChatGPT to write me a 5,000 word press release.
5,000 words?
Just to put it on as a blog post for funds. And then I got an email from them. I forgot to tell you this. And they're like, it doesn't seem like you're taking this seriously.
I feel like I disagree. I feel like I'm taking it probably too seriously.
Something like that. Like they were like, we saw your post or something. And I was like, yeah, you should see it.
I mean, what do they mean not taking it seriously?
But I tried not to mention them by name as much as I could. So it didn't give them like any satisfaction out of it.
Yeah.
That's what you call Friday afternoon work.
Yeah. Just to let your hair down.
I don't think anybody in offices, unless they have a manager over them, really works on a Friday afternoon in a white collar job.
Yeah. Noon is the end of the week.
Or you work in the market or something like you have to have something bearing over you. But I think any office job I've had Friday afternoons,
right.
So when we kind of already work on a 4.5 day work week, a white collar job.
Yeah. If you work for somebody cool.
Not me, but
if they're cool.
I'm back.
Absolutely people being out there being like, nah, my boss makes me stay till 5 p.m. every Friday and I better be working.
Well, yeah, I'd do it to be a brown noser. Be like, look, with me, I'm doing stuff. You're not.
I don't do that.
Fat lot of good that did.
Yeah, right?
End up right back in the same spot.
Yep.
I think that's it, man.
I think we did a good job.
I gotta go take my kids to the dentist.
Good job today.
Got an abscess.